This short video is going to cover the takeoff in the Trimble Enterprise Estimating Program. Right now we're in a project, in an estimate, and we're looking at the takeoff screen where an estimator would spend most of his or her time. In the upper left corner we see the breakdowns, what we call the breakdowns, and this gives the estimator the ability to break a project into multiple areas for your areas, your floors, and in this case we're going to take off feeders. Allows you to put your project together in many different areas and sections. We also see down here specifications. So specifications, by that for feeders we mean that we have an EMT steel set screw option. We may be doing EMT steel feeders with compression fittings, and we are going to give an option here for EMT steel compression with aluminum wire, just to give to the owner, to give them an option that maybe can save a little money. Down below that we have what we call our attributes or automatics. So we have hangers, ground wire, and junction boxes turned on. And then below that we have the type of hangers we're going to use in this project, and we can have a pull down menu for that for different options on different types of hangers. On the right side we have the takeoff pad, and the pad is a very visual representation. In this case it's feeders and the type of questions and answers we're going to be putting to the estimator to quickly put the feeder together. We also have pads for branch, for fixtures, gear, other takeoff. So the pad is very set up specifically for the different systems. So we click on feeder amps. In this case, the takeoff is asking us, is this copper aluminum? Right now we're going to leave it as copper, and then we'll switch this off. The feeder amps are set here at 200 because I've just done a previous takeoff. We can change those amperage right off the screen or off the pull down menu. The number of wires here is a default to 3. We can set it to 4. The number of elbows is set to default to 2, but we can adjust that as well. The wire makeup length, 15 feet, typically in feeders to go into the panels to make it up. Now the length we would normally, if you're an estimator, would run over to our live count program, and I won't go through that right now, but we would go follow the links and move this so we get them exact and tie it into our live count. We're not going to do that today. We're going to actually enter a length directly in the keyboard. We'll say it's 120 feet, and there's one particular segment. And we also may want to label this feeder, right, which would be good practice. So we would tell this is going from main to lighting panel 2 or whatever's on your feeder schedule. So when we hit our enter key, it quickly calculates. If you look down below here, we click on the plus sign, and it's telling us that we have 3/0 black, number 6 green, with 2-inch conduit and the straps to go with that. Now to quickly change that to aluminum, we will click on it, open it back up, and we'll uncheck the box and say this is going to aluminum. And then the other thing we need to do is tell it that it's going to use the specification for aluminum, so it'll go into the table. And if you see right here, it actually went out and changed it to 2.5-inch conduit along with the 250 black aluminum wire and the number 4 green. We could also do this for all these. We could highlight a range, and we could change the whole range of this feeder takeoff to aluminum to make it much faster. All this then heads over to our extension screen, which will give us the total of the labor and material and allow us to close out the project very quickly.